Good morning. I don't have much time to talk today, but I'm going to try to wrap this up really quickly so that I can get in the shower and head to work. But it just occurred to me that this week I've had a severe aha moment from God. When I talk about aha moment, yesterday I was watching the final episode of the Oprah Winfrey Show on YouTube. Don't ask me why. I was in the middle of job searching and I needed something to keep the time going and to keep me going, being productive, and it helped. Don't judge me. But I was having an aha moment. And this aha moment came in the form of a loss for me in some ways. But before I go into that, I'm going to talk about one thing. Many of you heard me talk about this man named Kenny that I had to basically sever ties with for my sake of emotional stability and for the sake of maintaining my ability to be more than just a side piece or a side hoe or etc. I found out this week that a man that I was once close with died of congestive heart failure. Xavier, as I knew him, was a beautiful young man whom couldn't get away from himself. I met him under these circumstances. I'm going to be very honest. Well, you all understand that I'm very candid about my dark side and my dark past. He was a drug dealer, and X, as I called him, X sold my drug of choice, crystal meth. And he got out of the game just before all of the major drug busts started to occur. And thankfully, he was away. He was able to leave the scene unscathed, but his habits and his lifestyle didn't change once he left the scene. He was still trying to maintain the same lifestyle of a drug dealer, and he was also still sticking needles in his arm. Why is that relevant right now? Because, as I stated, he died of congestive heart failure, but he died in these circumstances. X was getting high with someone, some random piece or some random jump off that he had, and unfortunately, he went into cardiac arrest during that time period. Upon the signs and symptoms of his health becoming an emergency issue, that jump off or piece or whatever you want to call him decided to ransack his room, steal everything he could of value that wasn't pinned to the floor, and then left X to die. His roommate found him later on when coming home from work. Aha moment for the week. I think this is the fourth person I've lost this year that I once partied with, and I get it. I get it. This is my aha moment. The thing that is the aha moment for me is that the one thing I don't want to happen to me is to become so subject to my demon or my obsession or my vice, whatever term you want to call it, my addiction, whatever you want to call something that is caused negative impact. You all excuse me, I have mosquito bites and they're itching like crazy, but I want to get this video done. Whatever term you want to use, right now we'll just call it my vice. I don't want my vice to be my downfall. I don't want my vice to be my death. And I don't want my life to be, I don't want my last will and testament to say I died in such a state that someone just left me to die and then took everything of value that I can't take to the grave with me just for personal gain. No. I'd rather just be alone and period. But yeah, I get it. Why is this an aha moment for me? Well, part of me has realized that a lot of the circumstances that I'm coping with currently are a repeat of certain circumstances from 3 to 4 years ago. The good thing about this repeat of circumstances is that I have a different perspective on how to handle these issues now, and I'm handling them much differently, unconsciously. And much like when Oprah mentioned in her last episode yesterday, there's certain ways that a message is spoken to you. First, it's whispered in your ear. Then, it's yelled at you. And then, it hits you like a ton of bricks. Layer upon layer upon layer of messages being thrown at you. Whatever higher power you decide to follow, that's what I'm talking about. I get it. It's basically been telling me that X's death is telling me you have time and an opportunity to overcome your struggle right now. And you also have the opportunity to share the message of overcoming an obstacle with others. And life is short. So don't waste it on people that don't want to be around you or only want to be around you for selfish gain and will basically leave you to die and just take what's left of your life and just leave you to self-destruction. I get it. I get it. I now understand why I tend to be more to myself now, why I tend to be apprehensive to introduce new people into my life because of that. But I won't stop meeting new people. Will I necessarily introduce new people to get high with? No, absolutely not, because I think that's unproductive right now. However, I will continue living. I will continue to I will continue working on finding solutions to those problems that plague me every day. I will continue to refrain from medicinal problem solving and actually feel my pain and my stress and actually process my problems. I get it now. And that's just my epiphany for this week. It's the last Friday of August 2014. It's Labor Day weekend. I plan to celebrate the birthday of one of my new close friends who is just a beautiful spirit and can work a fierce pair of pumps. I hope to also enjoy a play that the Kennedy Center is holding for free, but we'll see how schedules play out. And of course, I will be working my part-time job and then having some me time at home. All of this, the ex's death really took a toll on me emotionally this week, and I guess it's because I did love him. Unfortunately, the rumors about our relationship lasted longer than the relationship itself, so you could definitely say he was around for a brief season in my life, and the season was very short-lived. But he did leave an impact on my heart. I just hope in this next life, this afterlife, Xavier, or let's call you who you are, Robert Xavier Cherry, I do hope that you are resting in peace, and thank you for the lesson. I get it now. That's the real talk for today, y'all. Be fierce, be fabulous, and be inspired. It's time for my shower now, so I'll catch you on the runway. I love you.